And we're shaboop, and we're live. Excellent, wonderful.
7 somebody. I didn't get the name. I just saw that, and my dog was still outside. I'm like, come on!
Well, that's absolutely awesome.
So upsetting. Oh no.
Well, that sucks. I mean, recording-wise,
they just stream-wise. I don't know if maybe that's an issue of the stream or
not a clue. I mean, I'm not entirely sure.
It might be something with whatever that program you're using to split our audio.
That is incredibly possible. Everyone, just give me 1 second. A bit of a hard pause.
Oh no!
Thank you so much, random
chat.
person. I really appreciate that.
What if somebody's just fucking with us?
That would suck. It looks well. Everything on the monitor looks totally fine. People, just please talk. Just say something wonderful.
They said they tried calling Drew and he has his phone on silent.
whoever 777 Che.
Wait,
that's Cheyenne. I don't have.
Cheyenne.
I don't have my fucking phone on me.
I hear it on Twitch.
Okay, so
I hear everybody.
You ready some great audio?
I hear everybody on Twitch.
That might be a personal. Thank you, Cheyenne, much appreciated. That might be an issue just with your setup because everything looks okay with the monitors right now, which is kind of strange.
I pulled it up and I could hear everybody.
Okay, excellent,
well,
perfect.
Well, when I was watching on my mom's computer, I couldn't hear any of the three of y'all. I could only hear Drew.
Oh well, that's gonna be very.
So weird.
I'm just gonna edit in and people talked about stuff for a little bit, and then we're just gonna cut to when everyone can hear each other. This is
I hear it now too on my phone.
Okay.
On my phone as well.
Killer. All right, that's okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on the monitor. If it dips for whatever reason, I'll make sure to acknowledge that. But I'm glad that got fixed up. Perfect.
Yeah. Wait. Kate, check again to make sure that you're good.
It's downstairs, so I will. No, I'll go check because my dog is howling because he's a hound. I'll be right back.
He's a good dog. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Where is my phone? I have no idea where my phone is. Should probably figure that out, but.
Dang.
Pulled it up on my phone and I can hear
Everyone's
it there,
good
too.
now? What the fuck?
Oh, and Cheyenne says she can hear it now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Cheyenne. Much appreciated. We love you. Awesome. Super cool. Well,
That's wild.
It's okay. That was only 10 minutes of talking. That's fine. That's cool. That's whatever.
Nothing
It's
important
better
happened
than an hour and a
anyway.
half.
Well, actually, 1,000 people joined and they all couldn't hear us and they just
And they
left.
all
So
left.
yeah. Actually, we're reported and shadow
We
banned.
missed.
So that sucks.
We missed our opportunity.
Yeah,
our chance at stardom.
That was the opportunity of limelight right there. So
Our 15 minutes were mostly taken up by Drew being like, ba ba ba, and everybody else being like, beep, 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 beep.
well, I'm glad it works now. I'm not sure why it wasn't working before. That's so strange. And here we have a DM playing along with Charlie Brown's parents. That's pretty fun. So, sound like a
look
fucking.
at this super kind DM. He's playing with all characters who are mute.
Man, is this motherfucker telepathic or something? He's giving very detailed responses to non-questions. Well, I'm glad. Let me actually
Doopa, doopa, doopa.
Thank you. That's the default.
It's been stuck in my head all day.
I'm gonna go grab my phone real quick, so we're just kind of hang out for a second. Give me 1 minute.
Alright.
Hold
Listen,
on.
we have 40 consistent views across our videos. I think we should step up our professional game, just saying.
40 views.
Kind of a big deal, so.
It's probably us watching them multiple
No.
times, or Drew and Kate watching them and making clips.
I haven't even, listen, sad confession time. I haven't had time to watch any of them since the third one.
Well, you also work a job that requires you to be on your feet all the time. I get to sit and be on the laptop and be miserable, so I get to watch D&D. Oh my god.
You're just making a new account for every view.
It's me.
Listen, I did the math. We'd each have to have 6 accounts to
It's
and be
me.
watching it.
It's me and my 33 YouTube accounts watching D&D. Oh my god.
God damn it, Gab, why you gotta shatter the illusion?
We're putting in the work. So I actually just checked. For some reason, I think I just figured out what was happening. So the window capture for the audio just didn't activate for the meeting. It was only activate. So you know that startup where it's join meeting, new meeting, all of that. It was capturing the audio from that window and not from our meeting right now. But why it was doing that, I have no idea.
Yeah,
So
why would it do that?
cute indeed. Well, luckily there were no bits.
No bits were missed.
There were no
jokes.
All
No
about
jokes.
the bits.
All about.
I mean, we can do deep breath too, honestly, and have an unofficial start right now, and I can just chop
Deep
off
breath too.
everything.
Retcon everything.
Yeah. Honestly, it's listen.
Yeah, I think, guys, this was our first warm-up
Practice.
session. Exactly. Yes.
Drew, you
Wait,
weren't
so
supposed to hit record yet.
So that means like when you go to get the audio for the YouTube video, will you have audio?
That's the thing. At this point, I really don't know. Maybe not. But also, I could just cut out everything that we couldn't hear, and then we just pretend like we just. Because honestly, because everyone watching right now, we love you. Are there enough people to cause a hullabaloo that's going to impact our statistics in any meaningful way? Probably not. So.
Listen, Gab and her 33 YouTube accounts
Exactly.
are nothing to,
Yo, she's
to
about
joke about.
Hey, just doing numbers.
Gab unsubscribes 33 times.
They're not all subscribed. I'm sorry. I
I
don't have the time.
Honestly, 15 of my alternate personalities, they don't like you that much, so we just weren't gonna engage. But yeah, sorry guys, everything you just saw is not canon. And what did I say at the beginning of this stream? I knew.
You jinxed it.
I knew. But yes, but all seriously, all the questions that were asked in referring to infernal stuff, we all got it down. We all know what's going on. So
Yeah.
okay, back into it. Sound good?
Yes.
Everybody okay
should
with
we
that?
just do a brief recap? About like what we just asked? Or
Oh
not
yeah,
really?
sure. Who wants to, actually? Anyone want to do it, or do you want me to roll D4?
Roll the D4.
D4.
Not a problem. Moss, what are we just talking about?
All right, buckaroos, listen up. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the down low. We are at the Temple of Aphrodite talking to Mary, the succubus, and she. We're getting a little bit more information about her, what her deal is, what her damage is, and she doesn't really know how to get the demon out of Arthur, or she does, but she doesn't really know how to do it safely. However, Arthur's safety will be more of a priority for her than it would be for Yasa Six Spirals, the head of Ubhave, and who's a demon, a big scary demon who is violence first, then talk after, it seems. And so, listen, it's the better of two options. She's also suggested that we put Arthur in a bath to keep him safe. So, how'd I do?
Excellent, wonderful, and we are back in.
Take notes.
There will be a quiz at the end of our 100th session.
There will be a Kahoot.
On what is it? Quirtle? No, Quizlet. There will be Quizlet flashcards in the bio linked.
I once saw a post that said, "Make a Kahoot about your world background. Whoever does the worst gets kicked from the game. Stay toxic, DMs."
I love whenever a message or a DM or a tweet ends with "stay toxic."
Stay toxic. But with that, we hop back in. Wonderful. So yes, Temple of Aphrodite. Excellent recap, Moss. What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh, and she also said that pardoners, the demons that possess people, don't like water.
They
They're like
hate
cats.
water. Yes.
Or people with rabies because they get hydrophobic.
Yes. Mary just kind of like, in this moment, just kind of like stands up and just starts like kind of gesturing other people in behind you, just kind of like keeping people moving as like all that join into this place notice her massive form and they nod their hats. They are very respectful and they move to either the private bathhouses, the communal bathhouses. They move into different like learning areas within this building. As you guys,
So,
what's up?
I guess because he's not gonna be waking up anytime soon. I guess we leave him with you for a little bit and then come back when he's woken up.
He will be taken well care of. Certainly.
Okay.
And can you... Sorry, go ahead, her.
No, you're good. I was just gonna ask about the weird statue that keeps looking at me with different faces on it.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what does it look like to you?
To me?
Yeah.
I keep seeing people. Every time I like look away, it's something different. Someone different.
Oh. It stays the same for me.
Oh. Who is it? Who's yours?
Just some lady.
A lady. Interesting.
She's got a nice coat on.
Probably really warm. It's kind of
Yeah.
humid in here.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that. That's like a fur coat.
Probably has some like little sweat beads dripping down.
No? It just looks like a dude. Like
wait,
just some random
wait.
guy.
I see your face now. There you go. Oh, no, nope, now it's someone else. I'm sorry. It's not you anymore. Sorry, Ryan.
Wait, it was me?
Yeah. Oh, and now it's like the Duke. I see the Duke.
Ah. Did I look good?
You didn't look like you were sweating, so I guess that means you did look okay.
I mean, I'm not sweating now. I run it like a solid
Wait, I
32
just saw
degree
Olive. I
Fahrenheit
just saw Olive.
temperature.
I just saw Olive too. So like, I
Oh.
guess everybody. Oh, and there's Cowrie, Yorda.
Drew, can you explain the point of this statue again,
At
please?
this point, Mary is looking over at her like,
I cannot verify what you are saying, but you might be lying or very conflicted.
I guess I'm not lying. If that makes anything any
Insight
better.
check.
And that's some random man now.
It keeps getting worse.
I'll make an insight check on this.
That's a
I'm
4.
intrigued.
What have I done? I sold my old dice for these new pretty ones, and
that was the
I got a
loudest thing I've ever
15.
heard in my life.
I'm sorry.
I got a 15 insight. Are you? If
No,
you're trying
her is dead ass. She's very confused why she's seeing multiple
Aw.
people. There's like the crew she sees random people she doesn't know or recognize. Sees like the Duke, sees Cutter Jack, and what's the him, and who's the guy that does weird stories?
Joe Jabber.
Joe
Joe
Jabber.
Jabber!
She's
Joe
Joe
Jabber.
Jabber.
What's the point of the statue? Why does it change?
Mary looks up at the statue, and as she looks up at it, you just hear a long. As she looks up at it, and you see a smile creep across her face as she goes,
The statue. A wonderful token from Tilantis, imbued with Aphrodite's energy of love. A statue which changes to depict the one which you love the most in this world, but not necessarily sexually, simply sharing a relationship, a close bond, if you may. Is that clear?
Yeah. Cowrie, who
I
do you
don't-
see?
It
I'm
looks
just-
like it looks like Barnum.
Aw. I'm just like I think like her is very, because this like place is also supposed to calm you down, so she's just very at this point like weirdly has no respect for boundaries but also does, and it's like but she's also like emotionally open because this place is like, you know, whatever. Anyway, so she kind of like sees your reactions like, oh right, I should not ask personal questions. Okay.
It's
And
okay.
then-
I don't mind. It sounds like you have a lot of love in your heart, her.
Yeah, okay.
Is it possible that the statue just doesn't work on certain people?
Mary looks down at you, and you just see a little bit of pity across her face, and as she goes,
That has never been the case for someone before.
I don't know who that lady is that I'm seeing, so.
Mary looks at you and goes,
Then someone cares deeply for you. Or perhaps you simply do not remember them, as love transposes memory. Love overcomes all, even what people have lost.
Anyways, so we're gonna put Arthur in the bath.
Mary extends a very thin arm, her hand emerging out from her sleeve by the wrist.
Need some milk.
Yes, emerges out from her sleeve. Immaculate skin, incredibly soft, beautiful nails, and goes,
May I take your friend from you?
1 second.
Huddle up.
Oh, I was just gonna. I was going to take either from like my clothes or like my stash or whatever. I want to take a little bit of like purple ribbon and tie it around Arthur's wrist. Just because he's probably gonna wake up alone with none of us here, just so he has like something of us. But yeah, so I tie it around his wrist and just kind of like give him a pat on the head. Woo!
He's very receptive to that. He likes that a lot, even though he's in a lot of pain.
Oh.
Give him little scritches under his feathers.
Little scratches. He seems that like that brings him even more comfort than the building he is currently in.
And do you have means of letting us know when you're ready, or we can come to you when we're ready? But do you have means of communicating to us?
Looks over to you and goes, My husband, Galadriel, again, out ensuring the safety and standards of Kipyup currently. When he has returned, the ceremony may take time to prepare, but he will be the one leading the ceremony. Once he is returned, I will have him contact you all through his innate celestial energy, and from there recall you to this place.
Wonderful.
Hey. Oh, we go.
No, it's fine. It just goes without saying. And I hold eye contact with Mary. Just thank you. I apologize for coming in like this and unloading this on you, but we really appreciate it. Thank you.
She looks to each of you and goes... She looks down momentarily, looks back up at the statue, and goes,
In truth, I am unable to leave the temple except for extremely short bursts within Kipyup. If you were not to come to this place, I don't think I ever would have found you to help you. So, to all of you, clearly loving people, thank you for coming here.
Of course.
If we're gonna like start heading out, I have a thing, but
okay,
I don't want to interrupt.
not a problem. I'll keep that in mind. Anybody want to do anything else before you guys head out?
T-pose on the statue. Ugh.
You want to climb the statue?
Is this offensive?
You want to climb the statue?
No.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Okay.
I know.
Anybody, any bathing to be done?
I think I just like touch the water to make sure, like with my finger to make sure it's not cold for Arthur, and that's about it.
As you walk deeper into the temple to the rear section of the first floor, farthest away from the doorway, and you're able to see. I'm gonna say that you should go into like one of the communal bathing areas, aka basically the family-friendly ones, and you're able to see mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and parents with their children. Everyone just washing and relaxing and playing. You see kids running around. You see people splashing each other. This seems like a place, a very calm, safe place for people to congregate and enjoy themselves. And
I
what's
think
up?
hers like shielding her eyes because she doesn't want to intrude on anyone's privacy. So she's just like covering her eyes, looking at the ground, being like, "Sorry, just trying to feel the water."
Very respectful. Everyone's kind of doing the same thing of like just kind of keeping their, like, you know, if parents are kind of bathing their children, it's more like a, you know, just don't be weird about it kind of way, and we're all cool. You know, like in history. So her, as you actually walk up and touch the water from within the basin, I have a question for you, Gab.
Yes.
Did her ever go into the waters of the Love Temple?
I don't remember if I fell in or not, but I don't
think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think you did, because as you're, I can't play the song sadly, but as you touch the Careless Whisper, as you touch the waters, you feel your anxieties even more so than simply being in this establishment. You feel them begin to leave your body. You feel a natural sense of calmness, not arousal, rather just peace in your own form as it begins to wash over you. And it is the perfect temperature.
I like do like a big sigh of relief, and then I like get back up. I'm like, sorry, and I'm like holding my eyes, like, you know, trying to respect everyone's privacy as I like navigate my way back out of there, and I like slam the door shut.
Excellent. You slam the door. You slam the door shut, and immediately you were able to watch as in between two massive sets of doors going to this humongous bathing pool. You watch as a stone warrior, like a giant 6 foot tall, very broad stone warrior, clutching a sword between his hands, pointed the blade towards the ground, comes to life. And stomps its way over, completely ignoring you, and grabs onto the large golden door and opens it back up, and then returns to his pedestal in between the two doors.
Great. I quickly shuffle away from there.
You quickly shuffle away. Excellent. Mary looks over and goes,
You have met the beautiful.
Is that their name?
A watchful warrior, which helps guard this place from any who would seek to abuse its kindnesses.
Right. I'm sorry, was I abusing something, or?
If you were, we would not be having a conversation right now.
Got it. And I like turn to everyone, I'm like, the water is perfect temperature for Arthur. I just wanted to double check.
Oh, good. Then, unless there's anything else we need to do, shall we leave these very kind people to their work?
okay.
Just turn to Mary again. Thank you again.
She extends both of her hands, much larger than yours, Olives, and goes,
Of course, and thank you for giving us the opportunity. If this is successful, although doing well for the Arbor, and well for the world as a whole by removing evil, it will grant me personal satisfaction.
We're happy to help. And I'll squeeze her hands before letting go.
excellent. Her hands extend, and then she almost like gestures for Arthur to be given over to her. Roiling balls of fire as Arthur looks so small in her hands as she is taken from Rhyme, as she stands up and, as elegant as a walking gazelle, begins to stride away towards one of the private rooms. A few white gowns come over, and she begins speaking celestial at them as they then go and block off a private bathing area, just gently removing some of the customers inside before entering with Arthur, and then the doors shutting behind them.
Before the doors close, Rhyme is just gonna turn to the rest of the party and be like, I'm just gonna check out what they got going for him. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. I'll know where to find you, don't worry.
We'll wait for you outside.
Okay. I want to make a canon that Rhyme can track this party to
Okay.
anywhere.
I mean, honestly, if you would like to fight against the party splitting up, I am totally cool with that. That's absolutely awesome. Rhyme, as you run after Mary, do you do this stealthily, or do you just kind of do this, or do you do this like more just kind of like as like a professional? You know what I'm talking about?
As a professional. Or I guess he does it in a way that's natural, you know. It's
Natural,
not
okay.
like he's like,
Scooby-Doo, head pokes up behind the door.
Badu.
Don't be suspicious.
Pink Panther up in
Don't
here.
be
Suspicious.
As you're able to go up to the doors, and although they begin to close, you're able to, either the white gowns see you, they acknowledge your tattoos, and they stop the door from closing, and they gently invite you inside into this like private room.
Yeah, and so in a way that like, not intending to like sneak up on her or anything, but Rhyme is just going to like approach now a little awkwardly, and just be like, yeah, so before I left, I just thought I'd, make the rounds, ask the questions. Have you ever, or has anybody ever here heard of an angel named Pax before?
I'm gonna do a quick religion check with advantage. That is a 4 and a 1. As
Oh, can I give you advantage again?
Mary looks over to you and goes,
I must apologize. My husband would be more versed in things of that nature.
and she looks at you and she acknowledges your tattoos and goes,
If I may tell you something personal, I am an infernal being who is committed to a god of radiance and beauty. My residence here is rare and unexpected by many. Although I have committed myself to Aphrodite, having removed me from a life of torment and of tormenting others, I cannot say I have experienced many gods outside of her.
He's not a god. He's an angel. Are you a god?
Pax just talks to you and goes, I don't feel like a god.
You don't feel like a god. Okay. Cool. Mary's just like, what the fuck?
She acknowledges that like there's something more going on here and is like,
Yes, I am sorry I am unable to help you further.
Nah, I kind of expected at this point. Gave myself advantage because of Pax, because Pax would want me to ask this.
Absolutely.
Almost like it's like bursting out of him, you know, like the way a kid is like, I threw up, you know, like
Yes.
I cheated on my math test, you know. He's like, do you think someone like me could ever love?
Mary, I probably was not describing this before. Mary was like knee deep in the water, like when you came upon her. Mary gently places Arthur down, and Arthur, being very hollow bone feathered, just gently floats upon the very still water, and then it emerges out from the pool. You notice that her clothing from the knee down immediately dries as she steps out of the pool. She has some kind of control just over the essence of this place. As you watch as her form and just begins to gently shrink until she's your height to look you in the eye, so she's not looking down and imposing on you. And she looks to you and she goes, she raises her hand and attempts to put it like on the side of your arm. But you can see her hesitance as she wants to see if that's okay with you.
I don't think Rhyme gives any indication either way.
She gently rested on your arm and goes, and she thinks long about. She looks you in the eyes, kind of like tilts her head back and forth, and goes,
You are someone who I feel has much affection within them. You care deeply for those who you are around, even if you cannot admit it to yourself. With this, perhaps it may take longer than it may take others.
and then she really kind of like just kind of leans in a bit and goes,
I see you as the same as all who come in here. All who are searching for something. Even if you are not searching, I believe you have the capacity. Yes.
Cool. I mean, I guess it's... There probably wouldn't have been an answer, or the answer would have been no a few years ago. But I guess that's progress. Or it might just be the angel in my head.
People can be broken for such a long time. But in some instances, all it takes is a step in the right direction.
give me an insight check with advantage. And I'm gonna make one for Pax as well.
Finally. Above a 10, finally. That's gonna be a 14.
With the nat 20 from Pax, your minds kind of engage together as you think this, and you both realize, and like I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna think it. I'm not gonna say it with you, but you and Pax basically say simultaneously. She's a better way of saying this. She's asked herself this question before, and so she. What?
Okay, no. You said you weren't gonna say the question like out loud.
No. Well, you and Pax basically think that at the same time, and you guys like the question that you just asked her just replace rhyme with Mary, and she's asked that of herself before.
Aww.
And you realize that, and I'm gonna say with that, your both of your roles being good enough. You also recognize that she's not giving you advice, she's speaking from personal experience.
I think because of that, Rhyme's shoulders relax. I mean, I guess this is a love temple. It'd be, I guess, bad customer service if you were like, nah, you're bad. Get out of here.
You assume it is unloving to tell people that they must improve sometimes.
No, no, not at all. I just mean for me specifically. I know I'm capable of change. I'm doing it right now, but I don't know how to put this. I'm probably, or I was probably closer in similarities to a blizzard than I was to a person, if that doesn't sound too cliche and weird. I'm getting all up in my own head here. What I mean to say is thanks for being honest.
You notice that she's been smiling at you the whole time. She said that not as a dig to you, but more like just a banter back and forth, as she also recognizes the similarity between you two. Different paths, same journey, if you will.
What do you see when you look up at the statue?
I see the man who saved me. I see Galadriel.
Thanks. I'll head out now.
Of course. Spread love.
And you watch as Mary turns and re-enters back into the pool. She grabs onto Arthur, and with her index finger, she taps the water, and you see just a gradual pinkish reddish energy spread throughout the pool, coating the top of it. And as it begins to wash over Arthur, you watch as the fire sizzles out, as he just sinks just low enough so that his ears are covered by the water, but his beak is still poking up so that he can breathe. And you watch as Mary brings up her finger and draws another pentagram, like above, maybe an inch above where the star is on Arthur's chest. But then you watch as the pentagram and unfolds into a blossoming flower that begins to slowly rotate on his chest. A flower made of this glimmering pinkish energy, seemingly working as a way of preventing further injury from coming upon him, as you are slowly escorted out by 2 white gowns.
I thought you were gonna say white guys for some reason.
What's good? My name's Chandler. I'm here to help you out.
My name's Tad.
If any place would have emotionally available frat guys, it'd be this place.
Yeah. Himbo City Central, am I right? Anyways,
as you are taken back to your friends outside.
Yeah. Let's see if R.O.A.C.H.Y can pull his shit together before. Yeah. It takes him a moment before he steps outside, but he recenters himself and just and walks out.
You walk out. You all rejoin, and the rest of the day is yours.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. I was just checking out his accommodations. Totally fine. We're good.
Oh, good. Well, who knows when they'll be ready for us. Heard, did you want to continue on the trail?
I think so. But I want to let you all know beforehand. It sounds like this place that we're going to, this tavern, might have been something I helped create, and I don't know what that is, and I just have a bad feeling. And first I want to apologize all of that. Like, somehow in my past life, I replicated your tavern, and I did not mean to do that. Would this be fair to assume after
Olive,
what Phoebe and
Olive, give me a quick history check.
With advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Hold on, let me write that shit down. Advantage?
Yes.
But given what Phoebe has told me, this is fair to assume, correct? No.
Well, give me 1 second.
That's a 13 history.
A 13, it beats a 10. Olive, you would know that to be untrue. If her had a hand in creating the triple F, you'd probably know her from before you met her.
Yeah. I don't think you have anything to worry about with that. The triple F's been around. Has it been around the same time as Triple S? Or
it came in
longer?
maybe a couple years after, as like a knockoff competitor.
Uh-huh. The Triple F's, I've known about the Triple F since it started, and I never heard anything about you or someone like it. I don't.
Okay.
What do you think you are in your life?
Sounded like I've owned a ship called the Cat 5. Phoebe calls me Hurricane a lot, and it sounds like Rahi and I were business partners. So I'm not sure what exactly that all entails, and I was from what it sounds. I don't know.
I've never seen a business partner try to cave somebody's face in before.
Yeah.
Probably we're a little bit more than that. Don't want to
Yeah.
assume.
I agree, and I don't really want to do this, but I've talked to the Duke and I talked to Phoebe, and they think I need to go speak with her. So I guess we have to do it. I don't have there's no choice. We just got to do it, suck it up, and then hopefully, nothing bad happens, right?
We won't let her hurt you.
Is that how you face every hard thing in your life? You just make yourself do it?
I don't know. Sometimes, not always. I don't want to do it, but I feel like right now there's no choice, but otherwise.
Oh, there's definitely a choice. We could do other shit. Fully. Tons of people avoid their deep buried down shit. Fuck you, Drew. I'm role playing. I know we're gonna do it, but let me do my character.
You get to do whatever you want. I'm not here to railroad you. Do whatever you want.
As you're like,
my little world.
What's that noise? Oh, it's our DM's heart breaking. No, there's totally a choice. There's always a choice with things. There is, I guess, what other people tell you should do, but then there's actually what you need to do and what you want to do. There's a lot of kinds of to-dos out there.
Yeah, I think I should do it, but I don't know what kind of harm's way that's going to put everyone in, and I apologize if anything bad happens.
How about this? You can apologize when you have something you need to apologize for, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Okay. Let's do it.
Well, and from what you've told us of what Miss Goldtooth Squall told you, it just sounds like you were a pirate. And the pirate's life is very dangerous, and I think all of us know or knew that going into this, so yeah, I couldn't agree more with what Rhyme said. I don't think you have anything to apologize for yet.
Well, thank you, both of you, all three of you, for coming along.
Sure. Of course.
Let's go see what Rahi has in store then, why don't we? Right?
Can we classify this walk from Kipyup to where is it? Ubhave as a short rest?
You know what? Yes, I will allow that.
Cool.
And will you? Oh, yeah. What's up?
No, you go first.
Oh, no, please. Oh, what's up?
I just wanted to ask her, did you said that Phoebe kept calling you Hurricane? Is that a name that you like? Do you want us to call you that ever, or do you just want us to keep calling you her? You don't have to decide now.
I don't know. Maybe Shannon. I'm kidding. Just call me.
I was like, what?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, Shannon. Sounds good.
All right, Shannon.
No.
Got it, bud.
No, you could just call me her. I don't.
Okay.
I think Hurricane's a little too aggressive.
I mean, choosing your own name is the one thing that you get the final word on, so
That's true.
I say go for it. Figure out what you want to be called and we'll call you it.
If you like Shannon, you can be Shannon.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
This is my crewmate Shannon.
Nailed it.
Maybe that can be my alter
Pacifist.
ego, Shannon.
Your
Like-
evil alter ego.
maybe
Man, that
like
Shannon's a real bitch. I know, right?
maybe we have like going forward, with MRPhD lurking everywhere and other things happening and this whole thing. When we talk about the weird state I'm in, we'll just call it her Shannon,
Yeah.
How about
Silencio
if we're
Bruno.
ever in trouble, we're gonna call each other by different names to let us know that we're in trouble. How about that?
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah.
I actually really
So
like
if-
that idea. That's a great idea.
If I start calling you Shannon, you know that something really fucked up is happening and I need immediate help. All right?
Cut to 10 minutes later and you're screaming
Shannon,
Shannon, and I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm just
Just
like, what?
elevator music.
Oh my gosh.
All right, anyway.
All right.
Let's go.
We need different names for everybody for our code.
Oh, you can
Before I named myself Cowrie, I almost named myself Driftwood, so I can be Driftwood.
We fucking that's an awesome name.
Yeah, that's a good one.
you can call me Temperance.
Temperance.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Olive.
Hold on, I'm writing down all your names. This is
Oh yeah,
shit,
that's a
right.
good idea. I should write these
this
down.
seems very complicated, but I'm going along with it. Brian, what are we calling you?
Temperance.
I gotta write these notes too.
You just see like a big Loxodon guy walking by, like, oh look there, Pop, a pirate that knows how to write, and just kind of walks away.
Do you know Pax?
Wait, what did they say?
A pirate who knows how to write.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Um,
Hilarious that when we were coming up with a code that we planned to use, it did not occur to me at all until you said so that maybe I should write it down.
Yeah, same. Exactly the same.
Oh my god.
Her equals Shannon.
Gonna be a whole. If you want to get some food or go to the bathroom or something, we're gonna be doing this for the next 20 minutes.
Shut the fuck up. This is entertaining.
Cowrie.
Oh no, I'm laughing my ass off. But we're just saying random
Okay, we're good.
names while all writing on paper.
That's what this whole game is.
Touche.
Can we say we're walking while we discuss this?
Walk and talk.
Yeah.
We're walking.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Olive, what would your code name be?
I guess you could call me Pearl.
Oh, that's really. I like that.
It's
Oh,
my
yeah.
sibling's name, so you know.
Oh yeah. Are you sure you want to be named after your sibling though?
Well. Oh yeah.
I've used it before and hasn't gotten myself or them in trouble yet.
All right.
I don't know. If I come up with something better, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Now we have a code. In the event
One that
we
doesn't
need a
require
code.
any literacy. So there we go.
Hell yes. To the triple F.
The triple F.
Yes.
Triple A.
Do
Okay.
we need to disguise any of you motherfuckers?
I don't think so.
Okay. If any fucking goddamn chimp people come out of the woodwork and try to kill you for stealing their shit, granted,
not my
I will do
fault.
my job, I will take care of you, but I will also be very mad, okay?
It's not
Drew, can I make a quick history check with advantage to see if, or would I know if I would need to be disguised going into the triple F?
So I'll just tell you this for free. You don't
Yeah.
need to be described. So you actually know the people that like run the place. You actually know the intricacies of the restaurant pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'll describe that a little bit later on.
Okay.
So you know that you will be served, but you will not be liked.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But myself and the others, wouldn't need to go under disguise.
No.
Yeah.
As far as you know,
now.
no one from where you are right now to where you're going will want to kill you along the way.
Guys, can we just
Yes.
appreciate this moment as our low-level characters that no gods or demons or, well, one demon, but listen, we're working on it. But, no, major bad guys are trying to just slit our throats while we sleep yet. Isn't that beautiful?
Not yet.
Don't jinx
Yeah.
us. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, it's bound to happen. With the way Drew runs his games, it's bound to happen. We're gonna have a fucking god of death just trying to, like, kick our asses.
This is a slow burn kind of game. You better buckle your buckle. So it's coming. It's slow. It's like the snail of death, but it's coming with every session.
The unstoppable snail.
Yep.
The unstoppable snail. As we get closer, I will just kind of like just as we're moving, as we get closer, just turn to the group and just if it's all right, they'll know me because we operate under different similar chains in this city. There's nothing to worry about in regards of we won't be attacked once we arrive, but I will probably not be liked, and you will all by association not be liked because of basically this place is a knockoff of my family's tavern, so I will be pleasant. They will most likely not be pleasant back, but just so you know, it's what we're going into. That's.
Oh no, we may be banned from a shitty third-rate tavern.
Yes, I can't.
Heaven
imagine.
forbid.
I can't imagine. I don't know what we're walking into, but I can't imagine we'll be staying very long.
Say the word, and I'm gonna stand behind your shoulder and be really, really scary. Just like.
How tall is Cowrie?
5'2". I got
tall
all
is
these
Olive?
weapons.
How tall is Olive?
5'4".
You see Olive, thick water genasi queen, just peeking out from behind them. You see a jingling Christmas tree of a Selkie.
Oh, she appreciates it. She appreciates nonetheless.
Excellent. So I'm going to say you guys can take a short rest walking to the Triple F Tavern, because you actually need to cross district lines to get there. You got to cross into Ubhave. Now, very smart move to leave Arthur in the care of the Aphrodite Temple, because you understand the general nature of what Ubhave is. All you know about it is that it's run by Yasa Six Spirals, and all the information you have about Yasa is that this place is going to be run in a very different way than what you're expecting.
Goodbye, lovely music.
Would you all like a description of Ubhave?
Yes, please.
Do you mind if I just wax
Go ham.
poetical about my little world? Okay.
Go
Yes,
ham.
yes,
Then I'm gonna
yes,
change the
yes.
music real quick.
Goodbye, pink background. It was nice while it lasted.
Ready for some shit and rats and stuff.
The rats don't run Ubhave. We do.
We do.
Ooh. I'm guessing it right now. It's gonna be a sand background. I'm gonna guess it right now. Kate, you already know, so you
Or
should.
fire, because it's like hell. 6 spiral.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to our pirate city that's all about freedom and, chaos, and in the center of it, hell.
That's the bad place.
You
We
know,
don't go
maybe
there.
you're right. Maybe it
It's
is
in the
sand.
middle of your city. Yeah, it's fine.
We don't go
All
there.
the roads connect to it. You literally have to go out of your way to avoid it.
Yeah, this place is like the highway system of the city, so it's gonna be just a little bit strange. Speaking of which, Ubhave is easily the strangest of all of the districts within the Arbor, and that is a notable achievement because it's the Arbor. This entire place is strange.
I was right.
This is not a district defined by its buildings or its neighborhoods or its unique architecture, but rather by its size and shape. As you guys have already been talking about, like a basin of water cuts through the land and is extended through rivers, so too does Ubhave slice through all the other districts within the Arbor. It being 6 main roads, the 6 main roads which are the safest and easiest way to travel between districts and peruse whatever homes or businesses are along the way. It's easily the largest of all the districts, strictly in terms of how much land it covers, like great carved valleys in between buildings and neighborhoods, all of them leading back to the center of Ubhave, the Pillars. a grand sandstone shard built atop 4 enormous sandstone pillars, which rival the size of some of the palm trees they are built around. The roads of Ubhave are similar to the construction of Ancraft, that being the roads are comprised of tightly packed sandstone, with the pathways between buildings being as wide as 8 carriages side to side. Pardoners here are an ample supply, as posses of demons wearing bodies patrol up and down the streets, muskets and flintlocks and swords in hand, ensuring that the chaos, brevity, and violence is kept off of the streets and tucked away within the bordering buildings. But what strikes you most about this place is the silence. You hear conversations, some bartering taking place, maybe the moo of a cow or the cluck of a chicken, but no violence, no shouting, no glass breaking, no pistols firing. This place is calm. Unsettling so. Looking to your left and right, you see that merchants peddle their wares calmly, not up on their feet fighting off pickpockets like Thrill of Life and the Impulse Buy. Rather, they sit lackadaisically as pirates and tourists alike walk up or into their shops, quickly and quietly exchanging gold for goods, and then make their way back into the city. What is the reason for this incredible bout of good behavior? It's because lining the streets every half block or so, there are tall, weathered black iron rods. These rods hang lanterns and oil lamps to keep the streets well lit as the sun begins to set. But close to the fire, just out of arm's reach, with 8 or 10 to a pole, you're able to see cages. Within these cages, skeletons. Some with the bones of their arms hanging through the gaps between the iron bars, as if they attempted one last escape before hunger or thirst overtook them. Some sitting slumped with their backs to the bars, arms crossed over their chests or maybe their stomachs, having accepted their fates before passing on. These skeletons vary in size and shape, and you can surmise exactly who these people were before they met such a brutal fate. Some with orcish tusks, some with loxodon tusks, some large like Goliaths, some small like goblins. Tabaxi snouts, furbolg broadness, elven slimness, all of these diverse bones, but with one similarity between all of them. Under each and every cage that you see as you walk the streets, a sign. To many of you written in the common tongue, but the language is able to move and shift so that no matter your native tongue, you can understand the word thief. Thief, 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 thief. You would imagine hundreds, perhaps thousands of these cages swing in the gentle, warm breeze throughout the entirety of Ubhave. And with the quiet streets, with the pardoners out in packs, with the calmness of the shopkeepers, well, for better or worse, at least in Ubhave, there are no more thieves. Because within Ubhave, you behave. Ubhave. Very different. The vibes of calmness coming from Kipyup as an agreement between pirates and those that are spiritual to respect each other. The calmness which settles upon each and every one of you is a forced calmness. One would even call obedience. As you begin walking these, again, unsettlingly calm city streets. As you continue to walk, no need, thank you, I appreciate that.
That was so fucking good.
I
I cannot wait for us to just reach every district so we can just hear that.
I still need to do one for Simpleton, which people have already been to, but like there was so much shit going, like people were burning at the top of 15 stories.
It doesn't count.
Exactly, we'll get to it. It's all cool.
Listen, Kaori was jumping out a window onto land. It doesn't count. There's water. There's not water.
But with all of that, as you guys are moving through these quiet streets, as not even the distant sounds of raucous and revelry can pierce into these streets, anything you guys say or do as you take your short rest?
Rhyme is just going to fold down his turtleneck until his tattoos are visible.
Okay. Didn't we just like shred out? Whatever. You have a turtleneck. No problem.
What?
You have a turtleneck.
Oh, yeah, no, I used mending on it.
Oh, right, yes.
Fix
Oh, my
it.
bad, yeah. I was like, damn, this is a pretty fucking sturdy turtleneck. But, yeah, but whatever. Yeah, you're cool. You roll that, your tattoo's exposed. A group of partners walking by you goes... and they just kind of nod at you, respect your authority, then continue along their way. Anything else that needs to be said before you guys reach your destination?
If it didn't go without saying, don't steal anything.
I was gonna say Cowrie very consciously puts their hands in their pockets in tight balled up fists in an effort to be good.
I will say that, Cowrie, in your mind at least, you're like, these are only the thieves that got caught, losers.
That's excellent point. Thank you, Drew. I'll keep that in mind.
The second Olive is like, don't steal anything, Rhyme just looks to Cowrie like,
I don't know why you're looking at me.
you know exactly why I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you.
Listen, I'm not the one carrying around a sword that they may or may not have earned rightfully.
The sword, a lawman stole it from Barnum.
Cowrie, I care for you. Sure. You're not gonna listen. We're not gonna waste our energy on this, okay?
Be good.
Thank you. Don't make it any harder than it is to keep you alive, because good God, are you guys good at making my job difficult?
I don't.
Anything else?
Is this an appropriate time to start using our danger words? I mean, our...
Are you in danger, Shannon?
No, but
in
it's
acute instances of danger that we may not all be aware of
Yes.
is
Okay.
when we will use our...
Okay, because
Okay.
I'm very scared right now.
This is just how it is. Unfortunately.
The vibes here are rancid.
Yes, so I think it'd be better to get in and out as quick as possible.
Yep.
Agreed.
As you guys continue throughout Ubhave, it becomes much faster to traverse as you no longer need to duck through alleyways and little cut-throughs of buildings. As again, it's just main roads and main highways, largely unobstructed, very peaceful, heavily patrolled by the law enforcement of this city. As you guys, Olive, you're able to lead the way. The Triple F Tavern is a building right off of the pillars, right near the center of Ubhave. The pillars housing Yasa's sanctuary known as the Gate, a place which she frequents frequently. That was a repeated word, whatever. But you realize that in this instance here, as you guys are approaching this, basically the city center, you guys are just able to hear, you are able to look up, the sun peering through the palm trees above you, but you're able to see past the green leaves, but underneath the burning yellow sun, you just see orange fire and dust streak across the sky, leaving a scar for but a moment, as you realize that Yasa is actively patrolling the main district, the main roads of Ubhave currently.
Holy shit, I'm so glad we left Arthur at the temple!
You're unable to see her form truly, but you realize that for her, as she passes over you, almost like a shadow is cast above all of you, and you recognize that she is keeping an eye out for any kind of criminal activity, and most likely would have spotted Arthur if you guys would have made the decision to bring him here. So, excellent call in leaving him behind.
Because, well, listen, I'm going to be perfectly honest. We're dumb enough for it. We might have fully been like, let's take him along with us.
Because we were looking at the map, like, oh, it makes more sense to go to Ubhave and then to Kip Yup.
Did we go the long way?
You basically
Oh,
so essentially so the way the world map works, you guys quickly cut across Ubhave, quickly got out of her territory, and then immediately shot into Kip Yup, and I was like, they made it to base. Yasa can't play tag with him no more.
Well, like, I'm also sure Rhyme fully, like, shoved Arthur into his fanny pack of holding, like, you just hold your breath, zip, and then was like,
In the Bjorn.
Don't stop me, you're my son. just
my
running.
Bjorn of holding.
I love that.
I've got a baby in here. Oh, look, another baby. Oh, and if you guessed it was another baby, you'd be right. Triplets.
We have excellent childcare here in Kip Yup. Excellent. As you guys begin to approach the Triple F Tavern, correct?
Yee.
Excellent. Again, you see these massive sandstone pillars, and you're actually able to see, like, kind of just again, you're easily like 2-3 blocks away past where anybody's able to see you, but in between the pillars, you're actually able to see a large population of apelings, of these like monkey people, gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, all these people working, and they seem to be constructing some kind of like large stage there. And everybody here, give me a quick history check or an insight check.
If I do history, can I get advantage?
Yes. And Cowrie and Olive can get advantage on this.
It's the rolls are getting better. They're getting better now. Insight or history?
9.
Insight is a 23.
23?
19 history.
19?
19. Let's do history. No, insight, because I don't. Rhyme's not from
No
here.
problem. Cowrie,
I'm gonna do-
Oh, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna say I'm gonna do insight instead of history because then it's a 13.
Okay, 13, excellent. Because I was gonna say with your history, they're making a big house. It's just a big for a very important person. But with all that, you are all able to recognize through either just kind of putting it together from context clues or remembering the note that Phoebe handed off to everybody. You would assume with the widest, most open area at the center of the city, this is where the Battle of the Bards is going to be taking place.
Oh, God. Could you have imagined if we had been like, Arthur, you have time for your depossession. Let's do Battle of the Bards first. Oh, my God. We have accidentally stumbled into the best ending.
I know you'll
knocked
probably
on
make
wood.
me roll, but, like, is it possible if I recognize any of the apes from when they were at the tavern doing repairs earlier with MRPHD?
I'll say that no roll is necessary. You are able to see Foreman, the orangutan man with the clipboard that spoke to Olive, seeming like heading up the western construction of this huge stadium.
Does MRPHD seem to be there?
Netlocks or MRP. If MRPHD, if Morirak is there, Netlocks is not present, so most likely not.
Okay.
City vibes are good. I'm making it feel big. I'm making it. I mean, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so
Absolutely.
cool. It's so unsettling in
It
a
is
very,
very
fun
scary.
In
way.
the bestest way.
Awesome. Triple F Tavern. Sound good?
Yes.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Awesome. It's the screams that you're drawn to. Easily.
Oh, fuck.
It's a restaurant near the district center, again, a block or two away. It's a doorless gateway that you come up to. Easily, this gateway easily being 20 feet tall. This is much larger than it has any need to be. And you're able to look inside and see that the hallway goes from a massive opening and almost slims down into the size of an average hallway. And you realize as the screams begin getting louder and begin kind of hitting you guys that this entranceway is constructed in that sounds coming out of the tavern are amplified the same way that sounds are amplified coming out of a horn.
Is it like, what is it, the death whistle?
As you look upon the entranceway itself, you see a blood red carpet rolled out over some steps onto like the streets, basically beckoning people to come inside. And you realize that designed around the entranceway on the top and on the sides, you are able to see It almost looks like wooden lips with jutting teeth, emulating the screaming maw of a hungry beast. And you watch as some pirates kind of like nudge each other, like you're able to see a group of pirates like elbowing each other and like rushing inside, as well as like a group of what looks like probably like 22-year-olds kind of like dragging a horrified friend of theirs, like their feet kind of making marks in the sand, into the building as well.
Goddamn tourists. Talk about a year abroad.
Do you guys anything else? I'm not looking to rush you guys.
Is there any windows or anything that, like, you know, maybe I could see in, like?
Nope.
No. Okay, great.
Can
It'd be a shame if it was set on fire.
It's a really
more
dry
arson.
place. Super dry. Can I just do an Arcana check over the building to see if it's like gonna fuck us up or something?
Yeah, give me a quick Arcana check. Anyone wants to give me an Arcana check?
Right.
It's not too bad.
Oh, shit. 11 Arcana. for
11.
Maud.
Got it.
14.
14.
I got a 19.
A 19.
Nice.
Cowrie, I feel like this applies best to you in this moment. As you kind of tap into, is there any kind of is there anything that is magical coming from this place? And you realize something very similar to the magic that you are able to cast very proficiently. You realize that charm-based magic is very strong coming from this place, but not in the sense of the friendship or persuasion or performance that you are so accustomed to, but something that you really haven't touched on for as long as you've been casting spells. You recognize that the predominant spell being cast in this establishment is the fear spell.
Ooh, fuck.
Olive already knows this, but with that, Cowrie, give me a quick, God, I want to say history, but you're bad at that. Yeah, I'll say give me a history check with advantage.
Okay.
I'll ask you this. Cowrie, have you been here before?
Oh, man. Maybe, like... Cowrie probably does not frequent here. Cowrie has maybe been, like, once or twice in and out, probably, like, on business or largely, like, sticking to, like, Barnum or Landon's shoulder because the vibes are rancid.
Okay. Got it. Okay. I have a little bit more that I want to do before we wrap up for tonight. So with that, because something relevant to Kate, who had to step out for just a quick second, anything you guys want to say to each other? Any plans you want to make?
I relay to everyone the vibes that I'm getting about the fear spell and just, like, keeping your wits about you.
Hey, pals. Should, shit start to look like it's gonna break out into a fight, let's just leave, alright?
Yeah. That's a
Let's
good
just
plan.
leave. There's no need, listen. This is not the time to, make a point or prove that you're the biggest guy in the room. Let's just fucking leave, okay?
Yeah.
Information is secondary to survival, alright?
Drew, would it be possible, as this information is being relayed to me or whatever, that I get the feeling that Rahi isn't even here?
Ooh.
Ooh, give me a survival check or an investigation check.
Ooh, that's a great question.
You should flip your coin if it's not good.
Oh no, it's a good one.
Yeah.
You said survival or what?
Survival or investigation.
Survival 22.
Holy shit. I gotta roll something. Hold on.
Let's go. Let's go, Shannon.
Let's go.
Shannon.
As you reach out to try to sense this, you realize that you're probably not going to be, because again, we're not in a forest. You're not going to see obvious foot tracks. You're not going to see like debris. You're not going to see like slaughtered enemies left behind. You close your eyes and you tap into just residual electrical energy around you. And you are able to feel I'm going to say that's a really good roll. Two things. One is that you're able to feel the hairs on your arm stand up just slightly, almost as if there is as only that you can perceive it, a trail leading into the Triple F Tavern. R.O.A.C.H.Y was here, and R.O.A.C.H.Y was here recently. And then you also get a sense. And this is the strange part. You get a sense of like the hairs on your arms stand up and the hairs on your neck, then kind of like just strands kind of lift off of your head. R.O.A.C.H.Y is nearby to this place.
But inside, not like she didn't leave.
You do not get the sense, I will give this to you for free. You do not give you don't get the deliberate sense that she is inside or outside. You just know that she is somewhere around you.
Is she watching us right now?
Could I do a perception check?
If y'all want to give me perception checks, I mean, if you relay that her, you can absolutely give me perception checks.
Yeah, I'll relay that. I'll be like, I don't know if she's here or not.
Nice.
You know?
Perception. Ooh. 24.
18, bitches.
God.
It's a 12 from
Oh.
me.
Who got the highest there?
I got a 24.
Nice, Cowrie. Nice.
You relay that, and you all just kind of begin like kind of looking around, just like very, very subtly. And you are all able to remember, like, R.O.A.C.H.Y is not a very subtle. In all the times that you guys have seen this woman, she's not a very subtle person. Of all the qualities she has,
Cowrie's seen her the most out of all of us.
Yes,
That's true.
and so again, Cowrie, you begin looking for broad, strong black woman, white hair, heavy armor, electrical wings, and as you're looking around, you remember something. You think, like as her and Rhyme are looking at like, okay, shopkeepers, like second story, third story windows, like is anybody around here? You remember R.O.A.C.H.Y can fly. And you begin looking up to the treetops around where you are, and you're able to see in the distance, maybe 400, 500 feet away, silhouetted into like an inbuilt house within one of the palm trees, you just see, and you just see an arc of electricity as you know that R.O.A.C.H.Y is watching you all right now.
I kind of lean in close to her, and I say, don't look, but R.O.A.C.H.Y is watching us from up in the treetops. If we want, I can send her a message and let her know that we know that she's there, or we can just keep pretending that we don't see her, depending on what the move is.
Well, she can't fight us when we're on the street, right?
Do we get the sense that fighting is bad too, or just thievery?
You would assume that, here's the thing. Thievery is not the only crime that pirates commit, but if you're trying to set up like a trading merchant center of a city in a city of pirates, that's the most prevalent crime you would need to stop. You would assume the only reason you're not seeing cages labeled as brawler or murderer is because there are more severe punishments for those kinds of things.
Excellent point.
So, behind closed doors, something could happen, but on the street, maybe we send a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Great job, Shannon.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to.
Wow, guys. Wow, that was fucking incredible. What, Gab, you're amazing. Darbs, honestly, it's an honor to play with you.
Yes,
Oh,
excellent job. I'm gonna say right now, the rocks have not gone through the stained glass window yet, but I am watching the cracks actively form. Like you guys are teetering on the edge of like this whole sequence might get broken, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, so do what you're gonna do.
so smart.
I want to know what's going on. You guys are so smart.
Okay. Is she within 120 feet?
She is. So it's like she, like Cowrie. The fact that you're able to see her right now is like you're able to see her because it's a crackling of energy behind her, which is illuminating like a carved in tree like hovel basically that's silhouetting her against like the darkness and the shade of the treetops above you. She can see you because the main roads are pretty lit, but she is far and far away.
Okay.
She's like, again, 400, 500 feet away. She is...
But she's
okay.
watching us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because the range of message is 120 feet. So I cannot cast message to her.
No.
What if we moved closer? Would we be able to then?
I'm gonna cast Bless on us.
Should
That
we
would
just
be
like
great.
smile and wave at her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Bless, and it's gonna be on Olive, Cowrie, and her.
Okay.
Great. I gotta mark that down. I think message might be the way to go. Why don't we pretend we are looking at stores, taking in the surroundings as we move closer?
Okay. So we start meandering.
Yeah, just like we look, we're like, yeah.
We're on
like,
an evening
we're
stroll.
Oh my gosh, the Triple F Tavern.
Triple F.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where I'm going to need a group stealth check from everybody as you begin to try to... Because essentially... Because let me just lay it out. You hit one of the locations that she wanted you to go to and now are actively ignoring it. And so it's like... So from her... So like, imagine that from her perspective being like, well, that's kind of a weird thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bless is just for attack rolls and saving throws, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then
Okay. That's better. I flipped my coin, just FYI.
18.
18 as well.
23.
I got a 17.
17. Okay.
If I need to, I'll use a thing to give me more points on it.
How am I possibly rolling this low with two? That's insane. As you guys quickly duck off of the main street of Ubhave and begin kind of as you're kind of like walking, admiring the shops. You very casually kind of
If I have to, I will spend a sorcery point to do Settle Spell on Bless, so it just happens. There's no visible, stuff.
And
there's no verbal or somatic components. Spell.
1 second here. Okay. And as you guys are naturally kind of like, haha, talking, fun friends. Well, you're just like making noise and just moving. You're trying to look like you're having a good time walking around this like this shopping district. As you are able to very naturally kind of move in the direction of the palm tree which she was spotted in.
It's like one of us was about to go to the tavern, and then somebody else was like, "Oh wait, look at that shop over there. We should probably pick that
Let's
up.
go
first."
shopping.
Shopping episode.
As you keep walking forward towards the tree where she is, you guys begin strategically cutting through different kind of corners of the streets to avoid direct sight with her, because you realize that if she sees you coming directly, you guys are you're gonna get blown. She's just gonna run away, and she can move faster than any of you can. As that's happening, as you guys continue walking, everyone here give me a perception check really quickly. As line of sight with her is broken, but you kind of keep the tree.
Nat 20.
Also nat 20.
Yeah. I got an 11. It's fine.
11. All right.
We both got 18s last time, and now we just both got
Look
nat
at
20s.
us. Twinsies.
Rhyme is less so focused on that and just making sure that all his babysitting jobs are within eyesight of him at all times.
as you guys continue like throughout the center, so again, you skirt around. You're kind of like, so you skirt around the city center and you begin moving like northwest towards where she was posted up, and you strike back into the district of Livenline, or at least the beginnings of it, really, as the buildings begin to get a lot taller as you move away from these centralized roads. And as they begin to get a lot taller, as you guys are kind of walking around, nat 20 from her and from Olive, Rhyme and Cower, what'd you guys get?
I got a 21.
21.
I got an 11.
An
I'm
11?
just focused on making sure these 3 fucking schmucks stay
Yep.
where I can see them.
Rhyme, you're kind of keeping a good eye out, and you are all able to hear a couple things. You're able to hear the signature sound of Rahi's wings expanding. You're then able to hear very subtly like a streak of lightning through the sky. You hear something. It's not like a sudden crash and boom, but like a residual crackle. And you are able to hear, as you guys are like coming to like a 4-way intersection between larger buildings, an 8-story building to the left of you, 80 feet tall, you hear a crash ever so distant on the top of the building as Olive, her, and Cowrie, you realize with a smash and like a chink of the armor, you realize that Rahi has landed on a building almost directly above you guys, only 80 feet in the air, as she begins looking around.
So wait, the other question is are we still in Ubhave right now?
You kind of, that's more of like a zoning issue, and you can pick that up with like your local service committee.
We want to make sure we're in Ubhave because we don't want to battle anywhere else.
I'll say that you're at a conjunction where it's like she's currently in Livenline and you guys are currently in Ubhave, like directly on the line.
Thank you so much for the clarification.
Not a problem.
I am going to twist my little copper wire and cast message to Rahi, and I'm going to say, you wanted us to come, so we came. Do you want to come down and have a chat? And then I'm going to look up at her and just wave.
We all do. We all look up.
We can keep things
Surprise,
cool.
bitch.
Awesome. Super cool.
How's the stained glass window, Drew?
I do still want to go to the Triple S at some point.
No, yeah,
Someone
no,
we
yeah,
will.
I got
We
you.
What are you
will.
doing? What are you doing?
You rolling dice?
We will
You're
definitely
getting out
do
more
this.
dice?
You're not allowed to do that.
Somebody stop him!
Just put that
Kate!
pirate girl away.
I don't control him. Why'd you say my name?
I don't know. You're the.
I can't stop
He's
him.
coming to see you later tonight, so you can give him some. I don't know. Can punish him. I don't know.
I am in no control of what's
Smack
happening
him.
right now.
Excellent.
Oh no, you know it's serious when Drew has completely zoned out on
out,
bullshit.
searching for dice. You, Cowrie, look up and you wave at her, and she looks, she looks down at all of you. Her wings fully extended, and just for a moment with that message being sent, she just kind of stares at you, and she just looks at all of you and goes, "Why didn't you go in?"
Looked really scary in there.
She has lost all tact. She was not anticipating this conversation as she goes, "That was the point."
You know, we wanted to do this on better terms. You know, like out in the open, in the nice warm
Wait,
sun.
she's still 80 feet away from us, her.
We wanted to do this out in the open.
No, we're in Ubhave, you can't yell.
You can't be loud. She looks down at you and
You take like one step to the right and then you shout because now you're in Livenline.
like a thunderclap, her voice is amplified as it says, "You need to feel it. You need to feel everything," as she is directly shouting at you, her.
Well, I like turn to everybody. I'm like, all right, this is a Shannon moment, but we're gonna get through this. And I'm gonna look up and be like, okay, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Could you come down now? I'd love to have a little chat. Maybe we can go in together, but I'd rather do this holding hands than not wanting to kill me.
I would rather die.
Any help, moral support?
We could also always just go
Yeah,
to the Triple F.
No. We came this far. We should ask her a couple fucking questions.
Yeah, okay.
She doesn't get listen, when we're on our own, survival of the fittest. Truly understandable. But when we're together, she doesn't get to kick the shit out of us, okay?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
She punches Rhyme right in the face.
She hears you say that, Rhyme, and goes,
Is that you telling me what to do?
No, I'm just saying you can't necessarily tell us what to do. We could have a conversation. That's a suggestion.
cogs in her brain are turning as she's bathed in shadow. You guys can really only see like the outline of her wings and like the residual like crackling
Can
the
I also
energy.
say that in Celestial to her?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick.
Okay.
As you say that in Celestial, you hear back from her. She booms back at you in Celestial. This is an odd form of Celestial rhyme. This is a form of Celestial that is electric in nature. It's very it is not, as Celestial can kind of vary between the deific powers that where like people can speak it from, like, you know, Celestial from an Aphrodite cleric and Celestial from like you working alongside like Pax or like maybe with other gods. It's gonna sound different as it comes back. The words are the same, but it's almost like an accent of the dialect as she says, I was denied any conversation, any closure. But now all I seek is retribution. I want what is owed to me. And I would like to thank all of you for wanting to have this conversation. And she looks at whoever mentioned the palm trees in the sun and says, in the open sky.
She was 400 feet away from us when we said that.
Oh, okay. Then my apologies.
Sorry, were you just using it as a cool line?
I really was, especially.
Sorry, you can keep it then.
Especially as you realize something. You all understand ASMRs as a concept, and you understand that sometimes they are able to pull from their whatever deific power they would happen to have and apply it to one of three specific things. R.O.A.C.H.Y is going to operate in this game a little bit differently. As you watch as her wings disappear completely, and you watch as she holds out her hand, and Cowrie, only you have seen this before, as lightning, a clear day above you, strikes beside her feet, and she grasps a bolt of lightning in her hands, which then begins to form into an electrified glaive.
Bless is still on, everybody. Bless is still on.
As you realize that R.O.A.C.H.Y in this moment is not only a barbarian, as described before, but she must also have some kind of oath to some kind of deity as well. As I need to roll a d4 really quickly.
Does this just mean we have to throw her
Don't worry,
in the
I'll
other?
get silvery barbs ready. Don't worry, okay?
See, that's the thing.
It's gonna be okay.
Here's the thing, Moss. You can silvery barbs all you want. But I looked into where the fuck I'm doing so badass and I can't find the fucking dice that I need. And you can silvery barbs all you want. Really, whenever you want, honestly. But in this case, I'm not going to allow that. Because in this case, R.O.A.C.H.Y already made up her mind 5 minutes ago.
Oh, cool.
She's so cool.
Fuck, we'll never be as cool as her.
She
No.
twirls the glaive in her hand, and she looks over to the woman who clearly has caused her so much pain. Faster than you can comprehend, a crack of lightning through the sky.
See you later, Shannon.
Shield.
You want a shield?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Excellent. What
Raises
does that make your
by
AC?
5.
It raises my, so I
By
have-
Now, I want to be very honest with you. I already know the number which you rolled for this attack. So tell me what she's got.
And do I also have mage armor on or no?
I'm going to say no.
19.
19. I'm being fully honest with you right now. For her attack roll to throw this glaive, it was a 22 to hit.
If I had mage armor
Should've
on,
done mage armor! It lasts for 8 hours. What are you doing?
But also appropriate in this moment.
Yep.
As this glaive is hucked down at you, you realize that as it strikes into the center of your chest, that lightning resonates, jumps from you to the glaive, and then back up to R.O.A.C.H.Y in some kind of like odd connection of this magic, and you are dealt 22 points of piercing damage.
Okay, great.
On top of 10 lightning damage, halved to 5.
So 25.
Because are you resistant to lightning damage?
27 points of damage total to you,
Doesn't say I'm resistant.
It's like a whole. It's
a thing.
It depends on what version of Air Genasi you're playing. That is 25 points of damage to you.
25. Oh, I
Yes.
thought you just said 27.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So sorry. 27. My bad. 22 plus 5.
Teacher, did we have homework? Ugh.
As it
still
strikes
up.
into you, as she is only 80 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
As that happens, I'm going to leave it all up to you. In this split second, as you notice that what's your HP right now?
15.
You are very injured. You are horrendously injured, as this
Yeah.
blade has struck into you and is very close to most of your vital organs. I'm going to leave it up to you guys right now. Are we going to roll initiative?
I
put my hands up, looking up at R.O.A.C.H.Y, and because she can't hear me, I say to the group, this is not... We've reached her version of an impasse. This is not the fight we can win. We need to go to her fucking tavern. I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm good with that. That
We-
sounds like a plan.
can we get the partners? Can they do anything?
Nope, we need to do her task. I'm sorry.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Then let's do it. But before we go, I need to do some healing. So I'm gonna.
I will heal her 3d6.
Are you sure? Because I also have a potion of healing.
No, I got it. Save that.
Okay. Well, I have 4.
You have 4 potions of healing?
Yeah, because I don't have any healing spells.
Stay strapped.
You don't have to get ready if you stay
Nice.
ready.
Yep.
That's gonna be 16 points of healing to you.
Perfect. I am up to 31 of my 42 max.
Rhyme, looking up at R.O.A.C.H.Y and the electric celestial that she just did, like, what form of celestial is Pax then? Is he music or...
Give me a quick religion check as you guys begin, you pop that healing powder, you quickly snuff that out, as your wound begins to heal.
Could I keep her sword though?
You watch as it struck into you, her wings reform and the glaive disappears into a
But I
crack.
can't.
You are
I
not
can't
able to
grab
grab onto it. You know what? Actually, give me a quick. I'll be fair. Give me a quick just D20 roll and hit a nat 20.
You got it.
Oh no,
You got it.
I didn't.
As you
Aw.
grasp for it, you realize that your fingers almost make contact with what would be the elongated handle, but it escapes from your grasp. As you realize,
There
there was a chance. What's up?
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
All of the things that have been said, Pax would be an angel of peace.
Right.
Serenity.
And so Ryan will just put his hand on her shoulder, making eye contact with Rahi in just this way of like two sort of celestial beings talking with each other. Just heal her and be like, all right, we'll do it on your terms.
As her wings reform, she and flies away to another perch and just leaves you all behind.
Well,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. Sorry I put us all through that. So, let's go in and make the best of it, right?
Right.
Sure.
As you
We'll be
all,
the scariest people in there.
Let's just try to stick together if that's possible.
Buddy
That's a good
system.
Of course.
Yeah.
as you return through the city streets back to the Triple F Tavern, as you're approaching this again wailing maw of an entrance, Olive, you already know all of this, but I wanted to just save it because I wanted to, do some excellent reveals. Everybody needs to look at the floor right now as you are able to hear wet footsteps coming out from the tunnel.
Coming out of the tavern?
Coming out of like the tunnel entrance. Everybody needs to look at the floor right now, and you got to get everybody to look at the floor right now.
Just kind of like, I'm leaning the way. I throw my arms out and just like force everyone to stop it. I'm like, look down now.
Okay.
As wet footsteps begin approaching all of you, you can hear it go from kind of a muffled squelching to a onto the hardened sandstone floor as you all look down at some of the most grotesque feet you have ever seen. You are able to see light. Actually, give me 1 second. No, I can't. I can't.
Are those dogs rabid?
Honest to God, the dogs are out
Friendly
right
or
now.
not friendly?
Let me just get this quickly opened
Get
up right
your
now.
fucking dogs, bitch!
Yes, open up the editing software. That will make this so much more appropriate. As you are all able to look, and you are able to see disgusting, slimy, bluish, almost scaled feet. You're able to see ingrown and overgrown curling toenails. You're able to see webs in between all of the toes. And trailing behind this person's feet, you're able to see seaweed behind them. You're able to see disgusting, rank seawater. The smell emanates as this person approaches all of you. And as you're looking at their feet, Olive, you know this person. Well, you'd at least know them by name. This is Gretel Shoestare, and she's the owner of the Triple F Tavern. And you understand that she is a sea hag through and through. Without any glamours, without any kind of abjurations, she is a sea hag. And the reason which you are all staring at her disgusting feet is because a property of sea hags is that those that gaze upon their face must struggle to maintain their consciousness, or be thrown into terror so severe it can break your mind completely. As this person, a hot breath begins to hit you all on your foreheads and the crowns of your heads, as you hear,
Oh, Olive, is this a Terrorborn which will be joining us today?
Good day, Miss Juster. Yes, my friends and I happen to be in the area and want to partake in your fine establishment.
As you all get the smell of wafting into your nostrils, rotting fish, and of boards, boards of broken ships overcome with mold and with rot. Gretel kind of crouches down a bit. You're able to see, you're able to see her webbed hands. She's wearing a loincloth adorned with seashells, as she tries to look you all in the eye.
I do not see.
You all close your. It seems like all of you kind of close your eyes and kind of like move around as she goes.
Of course, Olivine. Finally here for acceptable food. So glad to hear that you finally changed your mind. But how interesting that you're here for the reservation.
As Shannon, you're able to feel a wet hand webbed with sharp nails gently drag across your face and leave a putrid slime across where she touches you as she goes,
You're a bit late, but your meal has already been paid for in full. Better late than never, Hurricane. Are you excited to dine with us this evening?
My eyes are completely closed. Like, I'm not even trying to dodge at this point. My eyes are just closed fully. I'm like, yep, so excited. So great to be here. Thanks for welcoming us.
Then welcome to you and your party. We have quite the experience lined up for all of you today. Follow, please.
and as Gretel Shoestare turns around and begins to walk into the tavern further. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Also, I just realized it's so lucky that Yord is not with us, because then Rahi would have fully been to Kaori like, you're a fucking liar.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Well, I mean, a little bit shorter than usual, but ladies
Haunted
and gentlemen,
house.
are we all having a good time?
Absolutely.
Killer.
Haunted house, baby.
It's so wonderfully freaky. I'm so excited. Oh my god.
I'm so well. Okay, first of all, I didn't expect taking a 15-minute detour to stab her. I definitely didn't plan on that.
Just to get stabbed and do a
okay.
U-turn.
All right.
Well, because like,
we will follow yeah.
because I was like, when are they gonna break my game? And I was like, if they just get Rahi now and just beat the shit out of her, this is gonna go a wholly different direction. So,
What inspired y'all to go after Rahi? Because I think I was in the bathroom when this decision was made.
We
I think
spotted her, and so...
We did I think Kaori detected that there was like a
'Cause-
fear spell on the place.
Yeah, and you asked like if you could tell if Rahi was inside or not, and we realized that she was like nearby but not inside. So we were like,
okay.
that's suspicious.
Okay, gotcha.
Suspicious. And then Kaori was trying to like message her, but she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like 400 to 500 feet
Yeah,
away.
no,
and so...
that's when I tuned back. I think that's when I tuned back in.
Yeah, so like the other thing was like if we could have gotten her on the streets of Ubhave, then like nothing bad would have happened. Well,
Yeah.
bad stuff did happen, but I guess nobody saw it because we were
fucked around and found out
No,
in the
yeah.
most
Yeah.
accurate sense.
and like, here's the thing that which I could have said, because
Nice.
technically speaking, she was in Livenleen and she then attacked you guys in Ubhave, so she technically was not adhering to the laws of Ubhave and therefore not the consequences of Ubhave. But I'm also like, she's just gonna leave. Like you guys,
Yeah.
the pirates aren't gonna go, cops, please come help
Right.
us.
Oh man.
We
I
swear
would've-
this angel lady was right here.
Yeah, but Drew, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the whole like strongly enforced no fighting? That's everywhere in the Arbor, right?
I mean, like, no society will have a murder is okay rule, but
Yeah.
but like certainly like
About the fist.
Oh no! Well, they don't murder. Technically speaking, well, yeah, because why would you murder your product? Yeah, it's gross. Again, fists are the fist is the slaver capital of this world, which sucks.
Hey, I think the Merkel cult would be down with murder.
Yes, but to answer your question, yes, clearly you shouldn't be fighting and being like raucous and incredibly loud and just like disruptive at all times. But it's the matter of like how heavily are these areas policed into being docile. Where like Kip Yup, it's very much like, we don't want to piss off any gods. Like, you guys are holy people, you guys are clerics, you guys stop disease, you guys heal us up. In Ubhave, it's very much like, if you do crime, we will kill you. And now like a lot of people and just real world like political philosophy stuff, in cases where that has been the case, like, that has not really deterred crime that much, because there will always be more people to commit crime than there will be people to catch people committing crime. In this world, with this, they have a 24/7, no sleep, no eat police force that just runs down criminals and then executes them or turns them into more law enforcement. So...
Well, isn't it like the like classic like study on law and crime is like, it's not the severity of the punishment that deters people, it's the assurity that you will get caught.
Yes, yeah. If people think there's a chance that they can get away, that's going to motivate them to commit crime more than it will motivate them to then the punishment will stop them. They'll like prevent them from doing it. In this case, with the amount of in this case with the amount of the potato that is Kate.
She got shot in real life.
But yeah,
I'm just like,
This is like a horrifying, like, you know, those like puzzles in like those shitty games where you have to like match up the whole thing so it lines up.
so yeah.
what is this corner?
No, yeah, and so believe me when I say like I don't think Ubhave is good. I just think that if a Baylor from the Sixth Circle of fictional hell basically took over, that's how they would do things.
Darn.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I am listening. I'm just also.
No, you're all good. It's all cool. But yes, I'm so glad that was a good time.
That was so fun.
Absolutely.
Ubhave is so cool.
And so Rahi's super interesting, and I'm like, look, if you guys like run her down, I'm also so excited for the Triple F because like that's gonna be a really cool little instance, because apparently you guys can probably just assume this. Rahi made a reservation for all you guys and paid for your dinners in full. So,
so nice.
God, is this gonna be like some terrible fucking reenactment of all the bad things that happened to Rahi? Because that'll be both really cool
Dinner
and
and
also
a show. Dinner and a show.
I am also so excited because personally the two because I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. I am so proud of the Duke. I'm so proud of Rahi. I'm like, if these people die, no problems at all. Like, kill these guys whenever you want. Nico can go crazy and chop off the Duke's hands. I really don't give a fuck. But personally, I'm like, their stories and their motivations, and like even Yasa and Eden, like I'm super proud of. These are the best NPCs I've ever made. Just because of like the stories and like how like their interpersonal webs and all of that. And so I'm very excited for you guys to meet up with her and be in a situation where she's not going to beat the shit out of you, and you guys can just like sit and talk and you can like learn what her deal is. And I'm very excited for that. So, but yes, but with all of that, we're going to be signing off. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you did watch, we appreciate that. Cheyenne, thank you for saving what would have been a dumpster fire of a game to watch back. But we deeply appreciate that. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll be catching you next time. Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good night. Sleep well.